Hi everybody, this is Ravi Nallapreddy from Precision Academy. Today I am going to talk about trade and forex reserves in India in recent times, starting from March to May. So generally we take the period like first quarter, second quarter, so that will be like January to March, April to June, something like that. These are the quarters, but these 3 months I am taking because these are the corona impacted months. These are different. This period is really different. We can't go by conventional quarters. So I am taking up these 3 months from March to May, where our exports got plummeted and we stopped all the inbound flights and lockdown happened. Industries are locked out. So what happened to the external trade and what happened to the foreign exchange reserve? Did it come down drastically, or is it the same way as it was before, or did it increase? So it's really interesting study. You will be really getting good insights in this brief session. So the question I am going to answer is: analyze the impact of corona on imports, exports and foreign exchange reserve during the period of March to May months of 2020. And then in the end I will be asking 3 questions, multiple choice questions. So focus on what I am telling, don't get deviated, and then you will be able to answer all the 3 questions correctly. So first, exports. What happened to exports? So before we go into that, hope you have some idea. Let's see what you thought is really what is happening now. So India's exports declined 36.47%. So perhaps you might have assumed or estimated that exports will decline. This is in the same line as you might have thought, but the question is how much percentage you thought it would have come down. It has come down 36.47% to 19.05 billion. So it reduced and then it became $19 billion in May. So why it happened? Which areas the drop has happened? So importantly, the petroleum we also export. You need to understand, we import, we process and then we export the petroleum products, and then textiles. So from times immemorial, like for thousands of years, India is exporting. Even now we are exporting textiles. That has come down. So engineering exports have come down. Gems and jewelry, again this is our conventional stronghold. So exports have come down in petroleum, textiles, engineering, gems and jewelry. These 4 areas have contributed to the drastic reduction in the exports. Now, country's service sector. This is most important sector right now, service sector. So service sector also dipped. How much? Like 8.92% compared to like regular average total reduction is 36.47, but service sector has reduced only 8.92%, mainly because perhaps, so here you don't need to ship anything physically or manufacture. The service sector employees can sit at their own homes, have their own personal computers and then work from home. So the services gets exported, so you don't need physical transportation there. That could be the reason why it did not get affected as badly as other exports. That's a good thing. That is the silver lining. So it has come down to $16.45 billion, so which is like 1.25 lakh crores in April as per the RBI data. So RBI has released data on service sector exports. So it is decreased, but not in the same scale as other conventional exports. That you need to understand what happened to the exports. Now let us see what happened to imports. Imports to plunged 51%. There we have seen 36% reduction in exports, and in imports 51% has come down. So basically imports have come down more than the exports. So exports have come down 36%, but imports have come down 51%. So we got the benefit. So trade deficit has come down. Because of that, like our exports have came down, but imports have come more than that, have come down more than that. So the trade deficit is 3.15 billion compared to 15.36 billion in the same month previous year. Previous year 15.36 billions was the trade deficit. Now that has come down to 3.15 because imports have plunged 51%. So oil imports, so which part of that import have a bigger impact? That is, oil imports stood at 3.49 billion in May, which is 71% lower compared to 12.44 billions. You better even remember the absolute figures, like oil we import $12 billion worth of oil products we import every month. So this has come down to 3.49, which is 72% decrease. There are two reasons. One, the quantity might have decreased, and also the price has drastically fallen because the demand is fallen for oil products, so the price. So that resulted in drastic reduction. So that resulted in this reduction in the trade deficit. That's most important point you need to understand. And one more thing, gold imports in May dipped 98% to 76 million. It's less than $1 billion. So this is dipped only 98%. So gold imports are very low now. That's a real good thing for the economy. We don't need this yellow metal that much. What is the use? So this because of gold imports have come down, oil imports have come down, the total imports have come down 51%, which resulted in reduction in the trade deficit. So trade deficit is reduced. That is a positive thing. So this corona did not affect the foreign exchange reserves or negatively, and the trade deficit has been reduced in these 3 months. So foreign exchange reserves. So because of these two, what happened to the foreign exchange? Naturally, as trade deficit has come down, foreign exchange reserves have gone up. So it crossed $500 billion. That is first time in the history. We should be really happy about it. We have $500 billion reserve. So mark for the first time ever, it's supported by low crude oil prices, decline in imports, healthy FDIs, foreign direct investments, and FPIs, foreign portfolio inflows. So these are the major reasons. So the reserve has expanded 8.2 billion in the week ended June 5th, 2020, and then foreign exchange reserves have surged 31 billions since the week ended March 20. So lockdown period started in 25th March. So when from that time 31 billions reserves have increased. So it was 469, now it has crossed $500 billion. And what happened? So FDI inflow stood at 4 billion in March, it amounted to 2.1 billion in April. So foreign direct investments are also happening. So it's not as big as like all China is closed and all that will come to India. That did not happen, that windfall did not happen, but still FDI inflow is happening. The week ended June 5th, foreign currency assets, a major component of the overall reserves. So overall reserves will have foreign currency and gold. So it increased by, foreign currency increased by 4.8 billions, and then on the other hand the value of gold reserves declined very marginally to 32 billions. So put together it is more than 500. So our forex reserves cover 1 year of import expenditure. So even if we don't export anything, we can survive for 1 year with the same amount of imports. That's good, we are comfortable. You might have read about 1991 reforms and the crisis which preceded it. It was mainly because our foreign exchange reserves got plummeted to an extent that it's just weeks worth of a reserve that we have. So it was, see, if you have very low reserves, what happens? The currency value will drastically fall. Now we have 500 billion, so the currency value is stable, like 1 rupee is out against a dollar is 74 to 76, in that range it is. So it did not fall drastically. Initially we thought something big may happen to this currency, like it may be plummeted to new lows, but it didn't happen. And also the credit rating will go down if we don't have enough money with us. So even you might have seen, like in common people, if somebody is not having enough money with them, nobody will be interested to give soft loans or loans at 12% interest rate or 18%, they will be charging 36%. So our interest rates would have gone up. Nobody would, the suppliers would not have confidence on us. So everything would be very bad. But here we are comfortable now with foreign exchange reserves. And then I said I am going to ask 3 questions. Now I am asking you, so which of the following statements is not true with respect to imports exports of India during May 2020? India's exports declined 36% in May to 19.05 billions. India's exports plummeted 51%. India's imports plummeted 51% to 22.2 billions in May. Oil imports stood at 3.49 billions. And then finally, India's service sector exports dipped 8.92% to 6.45 billion, which is not true. Can you tell? This is true. I told you India imports plummeted 51%, and then oil bill has come down to 3.9%. This is also true, 8.9, but this is not true. Service sector exports 16.45 billions, not 6.45 billion. So D is wrong answer. I mean D is the right answer, which means it is not true. Question number 2. The country's foreign exchange reserves crossed 500 billion mark for the first time ever in the month of June. It was due to low crude oil prices, increase in service sector exports, healthy FDI, FPI inflows. Select the correct answer based on the code given below. 1 and 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, all the above. Which is right answer? 1 and 3 only, because service sector exports did not grow, they have actually come down. In spite of that, because of low crude oil and healthy FDI and FPI inflows, the foreign exchange reserves have crossed $500 billion. Third question, final question. The country's foreign exchange reserves crossed 500 billion mark for the month of June. This will cover how many months of import expenditure? So, this is covering how many months? 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 15 months. The right answer is C, 12 months. With this, I conclude this brief session. I request you to go to precisionacademy.in. If you would like to write 5-star challenge, every day we ask 5 questions, and then monthly tests are there, material you can get, and you can call 8101010140 or 50 or 60 for any questions or doubts. And my personal WhatsApp number is 8101010185. Please don't call this number directly. You may send messages with any doubts in this particular topic, or in general if you want to know about our group 1 or civil services mentorship programs I will be mentoring. So, for getting notifications on these kinds of videos that I am going to upload on day-to-day basis, please subscribe to our YouTube channel which you are seeing now, and then click the bell symbol. With this, I conclude, and then we will go to the final thank you. So, thank you very much for joining me. We will meet again in next session. Till such time, bye bye.